Price up, price up. Price up, price up. Need to get moms a limo and the driver with it, yeah. Need to get moms a mansion and a butler with it, yeah. Scarface get money on salon, that's business, yeah. So I'ma keep on whipping until my wrist is twisted, yeah. Whip it. Watch what the fuck you say, NFL mic'd up. Lamar Jackson missed the deadline, then I mean the price up. Playing more for the team, all black, NBA lineup. I win, then we all win, which means they can't buy us. I have 5 albums available at jimmybfearless.com. That's jimmybfearless.com. If you're looking for some good music to listen to, go ahead and check out. We got Becoming Fearless. We got Passport Stamps, Kobayashi, Free Lunch Baby, and you can pre-order The Love Is Real. Make sure you go to jimmybfearless.com, check us out, support us. Much love. Now let's go to the show. Welcome to What the F Happened This Week after Super Bowl Sunday. Such amazing Super Bowl. And we're going to talk about it, recap it, and also talk about a few other topics today during our time. How's everyone doing the day after the Super Bowl, which is the most called off day of the year, believe it or not.
I didn't even call off. I actually went to the office. I didn't even have to.
Wow, that's comical. So you must have really.
Yo, I remember years ago when I was.
What?
So I hear that the Super Bowl Sunday and the day before Thanksgiving are the busiest days for pizza places. So I could understand with all the food that was eaten yesterday, why you could take so many. Why the next day is the biggest day off. And honestly, although the football commercial where it was saying football is because of food or something like that, that kind of has a little point to it. Kind of got a good little point.
Yeah, that's interesting. I understand the football when it comes to the pizza on Super Bowl, but not when it comes to the day before Thanksgiving. But I guess everybody cooking, so you're not gonna make your own food, so kind of makes sense. All right, so let me go ahead and start with me, big homie Wayne. It seemed like you was frozen a little bit. I don't know if you was just reading something. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with me and start talking about the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
So yes, all right. So the Super Bowl was yesterday, and even though we all made our predictions, I don't think any of us thought it was gonna go this way. I can actually guarantee that nobody thought it was going to be the Demolition Man at the Super Bowl. I cannot believe what happened.
Yeah, no.
But honestly, I'm in total shock. Saquon Barkley wasn't really as dominant as I thought he was going to be. That's the only way I thought the Eagles was going to win. The Chiefs defense was sorry. Patrick Mahomes didn't have any time to throw. He got sacked 6 times, and the defense didn't actually call a blitz once. So they was able to do zone coverage on Patrick Mahomes all night. Travis Kelce couldn't make any of the difficult catches that he usually do. And the only reason why the score looks like it does, if you didn't watch the game, you'd be like, oh, it was kind of close, but damn. Nah, it wasn't that close. It was like 37-0.
Yeah, no.
For a long time in this game. So, and then when it looked like the Chiefs were going to make a play or try to make a comeback, Jalen Hurts threw like a 65-yard bomb that just ended everybody's night. And another thing I didn't anticipate was that basically everybody in the crowd was Eagles fans.
Facts.
Which was crazy because I thought Kansas City people travel. Other Super Bowls that I've seen, the Kansas City fans travel very well. But you don't got as much money as up north people. Those up north motherfuckers is used to being ripped off for everything. You got the mob, you got the city corruption. So they usually just paying out the wazoo for everything. So they got tolls, everything is fucked up. You got to pay for parking. So to them, going to New Orleans was just a big party. And it looked like they was there a week in advance getting fucked up. The Eagles fans showed out. I heard "Fly Eagles Fly" in the middle of the first quarter. I was like, what the hell is going on? How it was crazy. Now they tried to do the
But nah, it wasn't as lit as. And plus, you gotta be careful when you doing stuff like that around Eagles fans because you doing that like chop thing, they'll chop your head off. And I'm not joking. They will fight. If you go on YouTube and you look up Eagles fans fighting in the stands, they fight each other. One dude threw another motherfucker off the balcony, and that dude died. And that nigga got years and came back out and was still like an Eagles fan in it all. So what I'm basically saying is, I don't care who you are. Even the most diehard Eagles fans thought it would be more of a fight, and it wasn't. It was an abomination from the right around 6 minutes of the first quarter. It was gone. It was over. It was over. So Jalen got the MVP. I'm very happy that he played so well. I did not anticipate this. The first penalty, I thought it was the fix was in. I said, oh, they trying to give it to these motherfuckers. And then after that, the game was called basically fair. Like even the Eagles was getting some ticky-tack calls. I was like, I wouldn't call that bullshit. But this last thing I'll say before I go ahead and hand it off to you guys. I should have known this as a diehard football fan. But there's this thing called the football gods that a lot of football motherfuckers believe in. But it's not really like gods or anything. What it's talking about is that since this is a game, it's a game, sometimes luck does, has something to do with it. Fortuna coming out later this year. Yeah. My next album after Love Is Real. Woo-hoo-hoo. Anyway, talk about Love Is Real. Oh, also Love Is Real coming out this Friday. If you bought vinyl, it's on the way. Rita, it's on the way.
It better be.
Yeah. It'll be here next month. It'll be here next month. They still printing it up. Hey, nigga, you still get to listen to the bitch. I send you the link. Boom. But, I got 7 other motherfuckers I got to talk to, too. So I ended up getting a deal to actually do vinyl pressing on demand because I sold so many. But anyway, needless to say, let me talk about some other stuff like football. So the football gods, they demand sacrifices. They'll give you luck, but you got to be real careful with that luck. And the whole year, I've been saying that the Chiefs don't look dominant because they wasn't blowing teams out. They were winning games, but like by a touchdown. They didn't look like the dominant Chiefs. They looked like they were trying to get through the season to get to the playoffs. And that's exactly what happened. They got to the playoffs. They played all right. But you can't cheat the game like that. It's something that this guy that wants to be my manager, for music, he told me. He was like, you can't cheat the game. You can't cheat the game. You can't post once on Instagram and think you're going to get 1 million motherfucking followers. That's just once in a lifetime people that happen. You got to be consistent because you can't cheat it. You got to perform and you ain't getting paid. You can't cheat the game. You can't punk the game. It does not work. And that's exactly what the Chiefs was doing all year. They won off of defense. Patrick Mahomes didn't have a good year. The offense looked shitty. They piecemealed the wide receiver group together. They got Hopkins and this nigga and that dude. They got a rookie out there. They punked the game. They cheated the game. And this is exactly what happens. You're going to fight. You're going to go ahead and think you big and bad. You're going to fight a motherfucker that's really big and bad. And that was the Eagles. I didn't think their luck would run out like that. It did, but it did. And the football guys, they corrected all of those calls that went the Chiefs' way, all of those close wins that the Chiefs won, all of those 1 field goal games. All of that came back to bite them in the ass in a big way. And it happened on the biggest stage during the Super Bowl with Tom Brady commenting. And they did the same thing that Tampa Bay did to the Chiefs a couple years ago. And everybody was talking about, oh, if Patrick wins this game, he's going to probably be in a discussion for the GOAT. My ass. The GOAT was on commentating during the game. So I said a lot there, but y'all know I'm a big football fan. Super Bowl is basically like Christmas part 2 to me. Even though I really didn't want to watch it, Courtney made me watch this shit. She made me watch it because she was like, "It's a tradition."
You said you was gonna watch it. You said you
watch the shit. Like I didn't get no food or nothing until day of. I didn't really give a fuck, but I'm glad I did because to see something like that, to see somebody get curb stomped on national TV, and to see Taylor Swift get booed, on national TV, like bitch, get your fucking ass out of here. And Ice Spice was with her, which was a whole nother thing. I was like, damn.
I didn't care about her.
Talking about y'all was okay with Taylor getting booed?
Yes. Absolutely.
I didn't know you like Taylor Swift. I just
Why?
I was just so surprised that it was just like, oh, the Chiefs are supposed to be the most popular team in the NFL. They're not. People don't like them like that.
They said that she was the reason why the whole season was the way it is, and that she was the good luck charm. She brought all these fans of football.
Anyway, big on me when you see you got something to say about Taylor Swift. I don't know why you want to defend her, but you might like her. You might like her album. Bro. So go ahead, talk about it. How much do you like Taylor Swift?
No, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan actually at all. Never really have been. I don't have anything against her, but I don't understand why the hell she's getting booed. I just don't get it. She didn't put that upon herself, like Rita was saying. There was other people who were saying that about her. She's not like the savior of the NFL, and she did bring some more eyes to the game. Like that shit does work. It does matter. It does, happen. A superstar can bring some more eyes to the game, especially to the team that the NFL and that Roger Goodell are pushing to be the new America's sweethearts. And I wanted to ask y'all that too. If y'all felt that NFL is trying to make the Chiefs and Mahomes the new America's new favorite team. I feel like that's been happening a lot more the past few years. And I'm really surprised they didn't win last night, but I'm also excited that they didn't win last night. But yeah, I don't understand like the Taylor Swift hate. If anything, I got hate for somebody else, more than I got for Taylor Swift, but we can get into that a little later. But either way, as far as the game goes, man, I'm extremely happy that the Eagles won. That was a great game. I wasn't going to watch it either, but I went ahead and I started watching it when Rita sent in a message saying like, "Oh, the fix is in," or "Are they fucking shit up already?" I'm like, "Oh, damn." Like I definitely didn't want to watch it, but I eventually turned it on and I was like, yo, this is great, man. It was a great game. I still don't know how they pulled it out. I still don't know how or why Mahomes looked so bad yesterday. But I didn't feel bad for him at all, man. I didn't feel bad for the team. Everybody did wonderful. It was a really fun game. And I guess it was only fun for me because I wanted the Eagles to win. But yeah, it was a great Super Bowl. Commercials were fine. The commercial, I think it was by the Lay's potato chip. I think that was my favorite commercials with the little girl and her trying to plant the potato and all. Like I thought that was so cute, man.
I thought that
shit, I liked it.
I thought that shit was like something totally different. And when I saw that nigga pick up that bag of chips, I almost fucking threw my phone at the TV. I said, "You motherfuckers talking about some fucking potato chips." I said, "You bitch ass poisoning us ass motherfuckers." What the one I don't the worst?
No, man, you can't think of it. You can't think of it like that, like us being poisoned.
All right, the two that killed me, the commercials, and I'll let you go read about your thoughts. One was the tongue. Did y'all see the tongue?
Oh my god, that was weird.
The tongue floating.
Ew.
The tongue hat.
Nah, he had like a tongue.
It was
not the tongue. No, what?
It was for like cold foam. Like you can how to make Cool Whip or whatever you put in your mouth. Like
it was the coffee
cold
maker.
foam before you put on your coffee joint. And this nigga did that, and he went like this, and then his tongue flew out and just started doing some crazy shit. That was disgusting. And then the ones with the eyebrows and the mustaches was weird. I don't know how two separate companies had the same ideas with body hair, but the one that blew my mind, that shit was crazy. I was like, what the fuck?
That shit was funny.
And then she said, "Oh, that's just my dad. Don't worry about it." I was like, "What the fuck?" And then
it was funny. It was funny.
Damn, I can't remember the other one. I was just thinking about it. It was another one that was bugged out. Man. The one with Seal. The Seal.
Oh, that was weird too. I was like, "What's up with this weird shit?"
I know. Seal. Yep.
He said, "That's a good looking Seal." I was like, and then me and Courtney got to a conversation. Like, Courtney was like, "What type of music does Seal make?" I was like, "I have no idea what genre that is."
Pop.
I know. So
pop.
It's pop. It is pop, but it's a form of pop. It's called like white church mom, housewife pop.
That's a long ass name. So I'm gonna say church house pop. Because if you think about it, he only got 2 songs I know about. The Reese's Lava one. Oh yeah, that was the best one. The Reese's Lava one was the best commercial. When everyone was trying to get into that lava, I said that's how motherfuckers was acting like with Trump.
Really?
That's how motherfuckers was acting like with Trump. They would die talking about give me some of that lava, it look good. And this lava is not chocolate, motherfucker. It's gonna kill you. That shit. I was like, yo, they went off. You ain't had to do that. I was like, this is idiocracy. That's what the fuck that was.
That's exactly what I was thinking about when I saw that. I was like, I said, look at that.
The stupidness, the straight dumbness. All right, so Rita, I'm sorry. What did you think about the Super Bowl this year and the commercials?
I'm glad that the Eagles won because I said that they were going to win. So I have another win under my belt.
Jesus Christmas. Somebody just stop this person.
Y'all know I love being right. Yeah.
Who don't?
Okay, so anyway, so I don't know if I think I said this the last time we was on, but this is the reason why I wanted the Eagles win because y'all know I am not an Eagles fan, and I'm still not, but I am glad they won. I know. I'm glad they won. I did think that they was going to win, not in this manner though. I didn't think it was going to be an ass whipping. So this is the reason why I went with the Eagles is because I felt as though the Chiefs did not deserve to be in the bowl because of the way they played all season. And kind of what Jimmy had alluded to earlier was that they barely won by the skin of their teeth 14, 15 fucking games. They barely won. And because they barely won these fucking games, they went to the Super Bowl. But they did not deserve to be there. And the Eagles proved that on Sunday because they whipped their ass. They couldn't do shit. It's very ironic though, because you would think that they would have scored more. They would have had like trick plays. They didn't even fake a kick. I ain't see none of that panache that Andy Reid usually does.
I was thinking that the whole time. I was like, yo, this punt, that's about to be, I was telling Corey, I was like, that's a fake punt. This is going to be a fake punt. And they kept punting the ball like.
Nothing. It was nothing. So it's obvious that they didn't prepare these last 2 weeks. Y'all didn't prepare for the Eagles. You probably, it didn't even seem like you motherfuckers didn't even watch the goddamn tapes. Y'all ain't do shit. Because you didn't have it in you and you weren't supposed to fucking be there. That's why you fucking lost. And you lost to the team that I hate. If anything, if the Bills would have been there, it would have been like 30-30 and double overtime in that bitch. Like dead ass.
That game would have
been there. It would have been like 35-35 and it would have been double overtime and whoever gets the fucking kick, it might have went into triple overtime in that bitch. But no, y'all did not deserve to be there, so that's why you lost. Now, 2 commercials was all power to the women, the Nike commercial and the fucking titty commercial with about the cancer. Oh my God, that shit shot out to the
that commercial.
That neck commercial was dope.
Because
that commercial was crazy, bro.
It showed what we as women go through every fucking day in every scenario, everywhere we at, somebody's looking at the tip. Thank God this shit is necking from neck up because you probably looking at my titties now if you can see them, you little perverts. That shit is true. It's true. It don't matter if you're married. It don't matter if you got a baby mom.
It don't matter if you're a pervert. Hold on.
If you got, if you gay, it don't matter if you're gay. What? You looking at some titties.
Hold on, Rita. Hold on. First of all, there was a study that was done. I saw this on Reddit, so I'm not saying I know if this was some scientific study, but it showed that women actually look at crotch area just like we look at titties.
Not as much.
Yes, it is, but you know it's real. That's why you said not as much.
I don't like that. I don't like that belief.
Yes, sometimes I look. I ain't gonna
like
hold
that.
you.
They trying to see. They're trying to show me what you working with. So that's what I'm saying.
No, if you got some sweat. You gotta look. I'm sorry.
See,
And every
boom.
woman knows that. If you're a woman and you on this live and you see some mine with a motherfucker sweatpants on, you gonna look. It's the thing. However, titties is titties, and y'all look through them through anything. It don't matter if the bitch got a plastic bag on. You gonna look.
Yeah.
Don't even play us. You looking at tits all day long. So thank God for the commercial. That was so real. I loved it. It was completely relatable, and I hope it made some men mad because y'all do that shit all day long and you look at titties. Second thing was
it made me know I need to be aware of breast cancer rates, and I need to, while I'm looking, is tell you, hey, have you gotten an exam lately? That's a good way for me to look and be caring. That's what I got from the commercial. I'm looking to make sure I don't see any lumps. If you let me touch it, I can even do an exam.
Maybe there's a way you can tell. Maybe there's a way you can tell by looking.
Right. I'm
can't
trying to help you out.
Maybe we stumbled upon something great.
Because you got to fill up it. You want me to do a breast exam on this motherfucker right now?
That's not what the commercial said. The commercial said, look at titties and get your stuff checked out.
Okay.
It said tits and checks.
Shout out to the titty commercial. But that was my top 5. The other one, okay, so the Nike one, I know what you were trying to say. You were trying to say that you constantly get hit up. You can't do this, you can't do that. I get it, because if you tell me I can't do something, I'm gonna do it, bitch. And that's exactly what that message was. However, it is reinforcing the message of strong woman archetype, which is bullshit, which is fucking bullshit. And especially if you're a black woman, strong black woman archetype is the fucking worst. We always got to be strong. We always got to be resilient. We always got to be thinking about this and that and dealing with all this shit. Man, we tired of that shit. How come we can't just say, how come you just couldn't just put it in another way? And maybe people feel different. And I loved everybody that was in there, because all those women are bosses, all of them. Oh my God, especially Sha'Carri. And then the girl that actually like had the position when she looked like the swoop, that shit was so fucking fire. But I did not like the message, because we gonna win regardless. But damn, don't force us to fucking win. And we just know that. Like, I just wish it was worded a little differently. That's all. That's all for that one. But other than that, and the lava one was dope.
So Rita, if I can
Get the leg, bro. Go.
Yeah, if I could kind of retort. If I could kind of retort. I don't, and of course, I'm not a woman, but I don't think it's necessarily that you have to be tough all the time, it's just a lot. It shows a lot more strength to show that type of commercial shown as like, a positive outlook or a positive being or however you want to call it. But it'll be a lot more difficult to show the struggles and the pains and the other things you go to. You know what I mean? Everybody kind of knows how strong and their strength, how strong they are, but it's good to see other people that strong as well. It's just really difficult to show the pain and emotion that you guys go through on a daily basis. I guess that's why it's be into us how strong y'all are. I don't think it's necessarily a
I feel what you're saying, but it's not that I didn't want the commercial to show that either. I just hated the fact that you said you can't, so do it anyway, or so win. It says if you can't win, and then it says so win. God damn, bro! Like, I just hated the negative connotation that put it in there, and then it's just like, you're strong, and then you showed all these beautiful, strong women that are winners. I get it, but I just didn't like the negative. I just didn't like that you can't win. The constant message that you can't do this, you can't do this. And it's just pushing that strong archetype onto women. You could have just worded it a little bit differently, or you just could have showed these badass bitches who they are and just worded it differently. Like, the constant can't threw me off a little bit, because I was like, oh my God, seriously, I'm gonna do it anyway. But we tired of having to fight through the things. You could have flipped that any other way. You could have talked about how we ain't getting paid. You could have talked about how we're not the same. What, mamas? You could have talked about the things that we deal with, like on another basis. It just could have been more positive. It just could have been more positive. But I liked it though.
I understand where you're coming from. You kind of, it's like women constantly have to be the ones that's fighting. You constantly have to fight for something. You constantly have to be the winner. You constantly have to prove people wrong. You constantly have to achieve. It's something that black people go through as well. Like, oh, I got this job, but I need to get this job so I can prove to people and myself that I'm worthy. And it's like this imaginary expectation. I understand that. I watched this video of this lady that was a little older. I think she was like 80s or something. She was talking about her biggest regret in life was that she kept achieving something that once she retired from work, nobody cared about anymore. So when she was done, she didn't even feel satisfied. She was like, that's the biggest trick of all, is that you do all these things to accomplish all these things, thinking that you're going to feel good once you accomplish them. But the next thing you do is worry about the next thing. And like my boy one time told me yesterday, I talked to him. He was like, why are you working on another album when you got a classic? And it made me step back. He was like, he said, you should promote this shit for at least 10 months because you got 10 songs technically that's unreleased from this motherfucker. So how about you just take your time? He was like, even though you got other music and I know you're an artist, he was like, people haven't heard it. But he was like, you shouldn't feel the need to have to continue to produce and produce and produce. And I think that is a big thing that a lot of people, not just women, but all of us can learn from, Rita. So that was a poignant thought. And you got to be careful with your messaging because you got millions of women, men, and everyone else looking at it. Another thing that we have to touch on, and if I don't, Wayne will probably get on me, is that this was the first time ever, which is kind of fucking stupid because Obama loved football. It's the first time ever that a sitting president ever went to the Super Bowl. And when he got there, and this will actually talk about what I have to say about K-Dot. When he got there, they cheered him like they were supposed to cheer Taylor Swift. Like you didn't hear Jack.
I did. I did hear
a boo in the house.
There was some cheering. There was.
No, there wasn't some. I didn't hear a boo. It was like, yeah, everyone was so happy. And you know what's crazy? He has the highest approval rating of any Republican president after their first month in like ever or some shit, or his first couple days. People are crazy town. But that's a whole nother podcast that we're going to end up doing eventually because I already know exactly what's going to come. You know what I'm saying? You know me, like to predict shit, and I can see the end of some bad shit. But anyway, what did y'all think about the halftime performance? Because the internet, holy hell, the internet is really divided about this.
It is, bro. The internet's broken now.
It's I don't know what else.
Your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know what everybody was expecting. Yes, I do. I think people are expecting like a Lil Wayne to come out. I think people are expecting kind of like what Dr. Dre did, and he bringing out like 4 or 5 artists, or kind of maybe like or kind of like how what Kendrick did for that little pop-up show, and he brought the whole West Coast out. The thing about it is, for what, I really thought it was dope that he shared the stage with SZA, his bandmate, and I also think that was kind of a jab at Drake as well because him and SZA used to go at it. I don't know. I really haven't watched it enough times to kind of break it down. I think like in the beginning of it when he was set up, it's like a PlayStation boots. I don't know if you guys know. Kind of took that as like I'm about to play the game, or it's time for the game, or game over, or beginning of the game, because how at the end it was game over. So I kind of took it as like kind of that. And you notice how like each button or each each button is kind of he had like a different platform on each one, right? So yeah, I really thought it was dope how he just kind of spread everything out. the message he was trying to convey. You had Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam. I thought that was really wonderful because having a black man that everybody loves, and I don't want to say relates to, but everybody loves, I think people will take that, a little better, a little differently. And I think it went over well. People who, care about that sort of thing, as far as everything being divided, it's still that same division of Drake and Kendrick altogether. He brought the West Coast out in a different way. He brought the streets out, the hood out in a different way. And I don't think a lot of people understand that. And one thing that we have to understand, that I had to teach myself this too. A lot of people online, and especially on Reddit, they're a bunch of 20-year-olds. They are a bunch of 20-year-olds. They're a bunch of kids. They don't come from, of course, they don't come from the same generation that we come from. So we can't get them to think someone like Kendrick Lamar, who is, I don't want to say old school rapper, but he's definitely not like a new school kind of rapper, that like a Lil Baby in them. He actually, takes his time and makes absolute classics when he drops. So, and you can't expect the kids to understand that, because their idea of classic is, Lil Uzi Vert, like the Red Tape or some shit like that, So you kind of have to take their hate or their dislike with like a grain of salt. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that go into why the internet is so divided on it. Me personally, I thought it was absolutely wonderful. I thought it was incredible. Like I said, you see somebody from the beginning of their career, and you've listened to mixtapes and shit like that, and then 10 years, 12 years later, you see them, on stage at the Super Bowl. I think it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful for him, and I honestly believe that it really couldn't happen to a better person who cares about the craft and cares about the art and cares about the lyricism, instead of just caring about, how many records you sell and caring about, how many ladies like it or how many, I don't know. No, but it was great for Kendrick, and I thought it was great for us as hip hop heads, as hip hop fans, and James, man, on some real shit. I can't wait to see you up there in about 4 or 5 years, man.
Yeah, brother. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. We getting there. You heard me? We definitely getting there. I would like to share my thoughts. I personally thought that this was the most impactful performance at a Super Bowl in terms of pushing a very, very, very obscure aspect of hip hop. And that is the battle rap, battle songs. I remember when I was young, they used to have beef CDs. And I don't know about everybody else, they used to sell beef CDs back in the early 2000s, sorry. And it would have beef CD, it would have beefs from Jadakiss, The Lox versus Beanie Siegel versus Freeway versus you had Nas coming there with his shit, I mean? I remember You Wanna Be Me and like all of that, and then a whole bunch of other artists as well. That is very rare. Like, basically, to me, They're Not Like Us is No Vaseline, in my opinion. It's that equivalent. And I don't know if you ever heard No Vaseline, but if you listen to that yes. I don't give a fuck what no one says, that's still my favorite battle rap song, because it's the way it starts always makes me laugh. God damn, I'm glad y'all set it off. Like, nigga. Whoa. Yeah. Like so, you sound like, with that being
serious. Said, let me ask you. Yes. Let me ask y'all real quick. I know you said that that's your favorite, James. What do y'all really think is the best diss song? Like, is it Not Like Us? Because you got to think 5 Grammys ain't no joke. Like Super Bowl ain't no joke. But also, hold on. But hold on though. Hit 'em up. Who shot you? Like, niggas died. Niggas died, bro. And I know they didn't die after those songs, but it was like because of that beef, niggas died in some kind of way, So Not Like Us, 5 Grammys and a Super Bowl, and killed a career possibly.
I'm trying to tell you, there's a lot of them though. So if you go through the list, there's a lot of them. I mean, I know It's some Jadakiss versus Beanie Siegel freestyles, dog, that was on Hot 97 back in the early 2000s that was so crack. Like, they recorded it and put it on CDs. Like, it was a song, dog. So, I think that Not Like Us is the most impactful diss track ever because there's two things that happen during this. One is the fact that YouTube and streaming, there's a lot of people that make content going and catching pedophiles. So if you subscribe to that content, you got major streamers that do that now. That's what they do. So if you go on, it's not just Chris Hansen anymore. Even Chris Hansen got his own fucking app. So like all those dudes, Skeeted. You got Skeeted. Like these motherfuckers do this all day long. I'm like, what? Yeah, like he got Skeeted, nigga, in 4K. You were like, what the fuck? But so that is like major entertainment. And then you saying that Drake did it, and everybody know Drake funny with the 18-year-olds, dog. He's older. He's our age. I think he might be 41. But he messing with 18-year-olds constantly. And they making songs about the bitch breaking his heart.
Right. Like a bitch. Like, why do y'all like him, man? What do y'all like this guy?
He doing, you little pervert.
So like he destroyed that. And then it was just, so that's one thing I want to have to say. Thank you, Kendrick, for bringing battle rap into the mainstream. I believe that we will see more of this, and it will be an expectation of all artists to make some shit that's gonna kill this motherfucker, because this ain't the first beef and this ain't gonna be the last. Now, the one thing I will say is that I wish he started off, the freestyle was dope. I hope he does release that one of these days. I love the symbolism with the video game, like it's all a game. I love that. I love the American flag with the red, white, and blue. I love the fact that he brought the hood back. I love the fact that he had Serena cripping, and Serena was Drake's ex or whatever. They fucked around a little bit. A little bit of disrespect. Yeah. Big time disrespect. I love the fact that he had the ladies like, yeah, you know they be suing. When he said that, you ever heard clutch they pearls? I'm a dude. And I still was like, yeah. I said, uh-oh. I said, oh. And then he actually did it, and the whole world say A minor. The world said that. Yeah. And then he's sitting there smiling, looking at you, which automatically became a meme.
Look right in the camera.
A meme. And then you got video of what's his name? Chops or Chubbs or whatever, Drake's best friend. They all sitting there watching the Super Bowl like with the ugly face. Like, this shit is the demolition.
Oh no, I didn't see that. They were at the Super Bowl?
Yes, this was not at the Super Bowl. They was watching the Super Bowl up wherever the fuck they had, Canada or wherever, Quebec. I don't know the fuck where they at. You know what I'm saying? They was watching it. Okay. So from that standpoint, the utter pettiness is amazing to kill a motherfucker like that. When they say they always be saying, yo, when you kill a motherfucker, kill him dead. Like the art of war is like, when you kill him totally. Yeah. That nigga read the art of war, because everything he wore, the whole setup was demolition derby. Yeah. But with all of that said, I wish that beef with Drake never happened in terms of the Super Bowl, because my baby, which I've said for a long time, is the best rapper, and Wayne, no, I ain't lying, because I said it during our first ever podcast we did together. I said he's number one, and Drake was, and Wayne was like, for real? He's number one, is because he got a bunch of songs. I thought he was gonna do a little Black of the Berry. Certainly with fucking the Orange Man being up there. That's me. I thought he was gonna do We Gonna Be All Right. Mm-hmm. Certainly with Donald Trump being there, because we need to hear that right now. But he took another road. I ain't mad at the black man. Do your thing. But he got some songs that a lot of people might not know that we really need to hear from him. So I'm hoping people get to his catalog and listen to it.
I think this was a different
dude.
Yeah. I think this was a different Kendrick at the Super Bowl. I think the We Gonna Be All Right. Kendrick. I think he, since he did that on the last Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Right. So he was like in just in that mode, in that frame. So it just so happened that the Super Bowl came around and this is the time to do it. And because he said that at the beginning, like you got the right time with the wrong guy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's like you just so happen to get in the murder mode, Kenny. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was.
Sorry, that's what, and I understand.
I'm sorry, I can't make y'all feel good right now, man.
I understand that. I understand he's on his public burial type of shit. I'm not mad at him. I understand that he wanted to send motherfuckers to the funeral home. I get it. I'm not mad at him. Destroy your enemy totally. But that's why I said I wish it wasn't on this type time, because even though the symbolism was there, and I love Samuel L. Jackson being there telling him to chill out, nigga. It was on some more code switch and shit. Like he needed to chill out. To me, doing that in front of Trump,
I doubt Trump was watching. I doubt he was watching.
Who fucking knows what that? Who knows what that pigmented bitch was doing? But what I will say, pig face, skin pig motherfucker was doing. But what I will say is that K-Dot, you do not deserve to hate. And it seems like motherfuckers just love to hate this dude. He can't do shit right, even when he does it all right. People hate his album.
Right.
People don't like. He should have never did that song. Fuck y'all. It's the big. I'm gonna do my number one hits, bitch. Please. I'm not bringing none of these niggas out. They got something to say. Absolutely. Fuck Lil Wayne. He said something. Fuck him. Fuck Juvenile. Fuck all you niggas. Y'all had something to say. And Lil Boosie, chill out. Chill out, man. Like, stop that, Boosie. I know that you. Come on, Boosie. You ain't never bring none of them niggas out, so get the fuck out of here. So that's all I had to say. He ain't had to bring out nobody. Fuck that. He brought out 2 people. It was cool. He brought out Mustard. That's all I needed to say.
See, and that's the thing. You know what? That's what I hate too. I'll never forget this, man. I remember this was like, my God, what 2 years, like 15 years ago, or some shit like that. It was back when Jay-Z and Kanye did Watch the Throne. And I went to the Watch the Throne concert when it came here in Atlanta. The first 2 concerts was here. And you know, when I went back to work, some people was asking about it, and some people was just like, I didn't hear it was that good, and I heard that ain't nobody open for them, and I heard that they didn't even bring nobody out. How you in Atlanta? You won't bring nobody songs. And I'm like, but they got like 12 albums, 16 albums in between them. They don't need no openers, bro. They got that many songs plus the album that they made that's pushing the whole concert in the first place. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, Atlanta is just so used to having somebody come out, because especially in hip hop, because it's just always been a big thing to bring somebody else out. That camaraderie. Let's come on, guys, come out and come with me and rap and sing our one song. Like, I'm like, no, fuck that. I came to see such and such. I want to see such and such. It's cool if you bring one person out, but if you don't bring nobody out, the concert whack. No, man, y'all didn't get too spoiled. No. That's wild.
If I ever get a chance to do like a concert in that type of venue, I'm bringing out niggas I did songs with. Maybe they could do cover their songs. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I mean, y'all kick rock. I ain't bringing out this rando nigga. I ain't got no songs with this nigga. I'm not bringing out Future. I love Future. We'll do a song together, and then you can do a whole concert. I don't give a shit. But no. Chill out. God damn. The last thing I will say is that Charlamagne said something that was very poignant, and I do have to bring it up because I thought it was hilarious. He said that Kendrick Lamar is the kryptonite to light-skinned people. So Drake, J. Cole, and Patrick Mahomes, if you're biracial, if you're too light-skinned, Kendrick Lamar is a bad omen. That's another thing that I should have noticed. Rita, I don't know what you over there probably hacking the government, but what did you think?
That is in my report.
Her PTS report from Office Space or whatever it is.
Yeah, because I didn't. Yeah, that shit was due 12 minutes ago.
Did you get the memo? Did you get the memo?
Hold on, let me say. I got a sound effect. Hold on.
Oh no! Holy shit, that's a good sound effect, Rita. Flawless victory. Get out.
Thank you. So
talking about beating a slave.
So I thought it was great. I've learned so much just scrolling Twitter today.
I fucking bet you did, homie.
Twitter is beyond lit. My algorithm was like, oh, Kendrick, here you go. I was like, damn. I learned so much about this entire dude's history.
Yeah.
Fakes ass. I didn't know that he was messing with Serena. I didn't know he's messing with SZA. But I love that I think SZA, the two like clips that they did of those songs, those are my favorite songs by them. Like they're so immaculate together. So that was amazing.
It's weird how good they are together. It's kind of odd. Like
but together on the track, oh my god! So I love that they my two favorite songs.
The tour gonna be banging, yeah.
I love that. I felt like she could have wore something different from a fashion standpoint, but anyway, but she did sound very good live. So I loved all the symbolism. As soon as I seen Sam Jack, I thought he was gonna say motherfucker. I was like, please cuss, please. But I know it's a public network, Fox. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rita. You did not watch the end of the game.
Huh?
You didn't watch the end when they started doing the interviews on like the NFL TV network and all that?
No, I didn't.
Every nigga, bitch, fuck, nigga, motherfucker, we fucked them up, shit. I don't know if they was drunk or what, but all them players was cursing their ass off. They didn't give a fuck.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Well, but they didn't do that on TV though.
No.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna say motherfucker too.
Yeah, I love the whole red, white, and blue. I thought that was great. I heard a couple of different synopses of symbolism. Like, of course, everybody's trying to break down into some woke shit, into some symbolism shit. It is what it is. Of course, because if you listen to anything from Kendrick, you know he's like he's a fucking prophet. So of course he talks shit. So yes, everything is on some prophetic shit. All that shit meant something. I'm not even going to get into it because you could just go on Twitter and figure that all the fuck out. I loved it. I thought it was dope. Is it the most entertaining? Real shit. Nothing. I felt like Usher's last year was very more entertaining. This was on some other shit. He said that the revolution is going to be televised. So he televised the revolution. That's what this was. Usher's performance last year was like, mwah. That shit was.
Usher did it last year, didn't he? Because it was in Atlanta. Yeah, that shit was good. It was so good. Yeah.
And Rihanna's last year was dope too because that's Riri and she's the queen. Rihanna's was dope. And she's the one that set it off. My daughter is beating me up, by the way, with some pants. And it's just ruining my desk. Here, take that. So
see, I thought Rihanna's was dope mostly because she was pregnant, you know.
She was pregnant
doing her thing with a baby in the belly.
Again, also, a strong black woman archetype that she had to be forced to do. But anyway, we're not gonna get into that.
Free ASAP Rocky.
She did that. Shut up.
And she did, on that nigga too.
He need to wear a rubber. She did the floating joint, and now everybody's like snatching up the floating thing because she did that shit on a big ass field. That's incredible. I ain't saying that people didn't have floating shits in concerts, but floating in a football field in a stadium and floating in a fucking concert venue is two different things. I'm sorry.
While pregnant.
Yeah, while pregnant.
I'm not floating now. You'll float too. Fuck that.
I was like, damn, bitch. So, but I felt like but I looked beyond that. I looked beyond that from a fashion standpoint because I got to talk about the fashion. This motherfucker, every bell bottom jean is sold the fuck out. That's the power of black. The power of black culture that y'all acting like don't exist.
All right, hold on, wait. I got a pair of those. Hold on, stop. I got a pair of those, but that was before this nigga wore that. I didn't know he was wearing that.
Got a pair.
From the day.
Remember we talked about Fashion Nova jeans? They got a weird cut of jean.
Did you?
What the fuck going on? Huh?
Oh, the offset jeans. Yeah, the offset jeans.
Weird shit with these flares, but it actually looks dope with a pair of dunks. I'm wearing them on performance on Friday. Speaking of which, performance will be live streamed. Hella high water, you heard me? But go ahead. Yeah, I do got a pair of them hoes, but I didn't buy them because of K-Dot. I had the motherfuckers before I saw K-Dot. Okay. I got no PG Lang shit.
Word.
So
I'm available to sign me. K-Dot, help.
So everybody, chill the fuck out. Chill the fuck out. This was the ultimate slaughter. Yes, it is game over. Like I told some people that I saw at work today, Drake might as well hide under a rock.
Hey, I don't know why he's dropping a new album. He should chill out for like a year or two. I would, if I was him, I'd get married and leave.
No, I feel like he should have dropped the album yesterday. He should have dropped the album on Super Bowl Sunday, like 10 minutes before the performance.
Crazy viral. It would have went crazy viral.
Yeah.
People would have been like, "Oh," and it certainly feels banging. Woo.
It would have been triple platinum. Like he would have had billions of downloads because people just wanted to hear it. Straight up, like he still has fans. Like, but I don't think he's losing his fan base like that or anything like that. But
he's
I do
losing
know
the casuals.
I don't know. He's suing UMG for the defamation
I
of
think
character.
he's losing the hip hop heads.
Yeah, like, and then
that's over.
So you suing for the defamation of character. I don't know if that's going to withhold in court, but we'll see. And then at the same time, so who the fuck are you going to try? You going to sue NFL? You're going to sue the Fox Network? You're going to sue Apple Music? You trying to sue Live Nation because they played the song?
Go ahead. You can try.
In the stadium that said that shit?
You can
like,
try.
You can try, but like,
this
bruh.
is the worst. This is the worst time. It's never been a good time, but this is the worst time to be a pedophile. This is the worst to be suspected of being one.
Yeah, and then allegedly, I was wondering, I was like, where is this shit coming from? I didn't know that he was fucking with a lot of young girls. I mean, because he always talk about strippers and shit like that too. But apparently, that came out, and the reason why it was so important that SZA and Serena was there because SZA was a minor when she fucked with him. I was like, what? I don't know if that's
a minor. She was 19. He's still older than her though.
Okay.
But see, SZA, this is the thing. This niggas be lying. SZA is 36. K-Dot is 38. Like, that's the thing that blows my mind. Most of these niggas are old. Like, they old. Like, they my age. Like, they older people.
Yeah.
And they've been in the industry for 30 years or some shit. Trying to get on. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody know everybody. So, but, like, what this really come down to is what he did with Millie Brown. Stranger Things. He was grooming that girl, dog. Yeah. He was grooming her. She was 16.
Stranger Things?
Yeah, he was grooming her. He was sending her Instagram messages, and she said it in an interview. She was like, yeah, me and Drake are friends. He be telling me what to do and how to, like, not talk to these guys and stuff like that. He was grooming her, dog, and everybody know it. That's what that's what K-Dot was talking about. That's where it really come from. It's shit like that. And it's not the only one because he messed with 17-year-olds and 18-year-olds constantly. Okay. I'm trying to get into the industry. He hit you up, DM you. Oh, let me fly you out so we can do a song. Then he end up, fucking you. He's that weirdo. He's next. Trust me. He's next. He's next up.
Okay. I got to step away because she got a nugget in the pamper.
All right, cool. All right. So we can go ahead and get to another big thing that happened, but I would just say, please, y'all, not everybody is going to be Prince. Y'all niggas need to stop thinking that everybody gonna be Prince. This was different, but I loved it because it helped battle.
I just don't understand what people want. From what you've seen on the, I don't know. From what you've seen on the internet, like, what was people's issue with it?
People's issue was like he didn't play good enough songs. It wasn't rocking. I wish he played old songs. None of this new shit. Because people are very divided over this album. Some people like it. Some people think it's trash. So it's like he played mostly songs from that. He played, a couple joints, but mostly songs from that. So like people was just like, nigga, get off of this shit because we know K-Dot got an extensive. He ain't do nothing from Pimp a Butterfly. He ain't do nothing from Damn, and he did DNA, but he ain't do nothing from Good Kid, Mad City. He didn't do nothing from Section 80. Like, he ain't do none of that shit. So you know what's crazy though, Wayne? This is what I was thinking about, and I don't think everybody else is really thinking about it as well. Hey, your camera went off, homie. I don't think that people are thinking about the fact that maybe he couldn't do none of those songs because they connected to TDE.
Well, why not?
Because they connected to TDE.
No. But he's still cool with TDE though. Like
I understand that, but this has something to do with business. He might not own those rights, homie. Interscope might own those rights. So he might not be able to do it unless he pays a licensing fee. Because even though these are his songs, he might have to pay them niggas to perform it. And remember, when you do the Super Bowl, you don't get paid. They pay your expenses, but you don't get paid. So he might have to pay out of pocket to perform some of those songs. So if it was me, I ain't performing none of that shit neither. That's what I'm saying. Niggas don't know the game. Like, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. You just
that too. But I also I took it as just like he was just in kill mode Kenny. You know what I mean?
And that's what it could be either one. You don't know.
But on the flip though, we just said he did DNA. So that's one of the songs where he was on TDE.
Yeah, but you got to do that. I don't give a fuck who you are. You got if that's one because that's one of his top 5 hits ever. You know what I'm saying?
Really? You think so?
In terms of streaming and popularity, yeah. Everybody know DNA. I don't know a nigga that don't know DNA. I don't know one person that don't know DNA. But if you think like, you know, the singing songs that he did with SZA, those are real popular. Because those are for the radio, pop, you know.
Right.
But DNA in terms of trap, rap, K-Dot, that's it. That's what he got. It's DNA. So anyway, we don't know. But the one thing I can say for sure is that I like the performance, but y'all need to chill the fuck out. Next year we'll get REO Speedwagon, wherever the fuck y'all want to listen to, and everything will be cool. You know what I mean? Like, shut the fuck up. God damn.
Speaking of which, who y'all got for next year? Because as long as Jay-Z is in control, we don't have to worry about REO Speedwagon. So who do y'all think
Jay-Z
will be good for next year?
Jay-Z.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's gonna be conflict of interest.
What? Fuck that.
Would it be though?
It's gonna be a conflict of interest. Plus, it's the Apple Music halftime show. They really control that shit for real.
Yeah, that's a good point, Rita. You're right. Where
it's gonna be a conflict of interest because if Live Nation is also a part of that, I'm not 100% sure how the specifics go, but it's the Apple Music halftime show. It depends on that team. You know what I'm saying?
So the next Super Bowl is in Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. So,
oh wow!
I'm good with E40. I don't know who they got right.
That's what got this all mixed up in the first place. Is people thinking like, oh, you're from the city, so you got to do it. Yeah. So E49, they don't. I don't think people like E40.
I'm cool with
some
singers.
Yeah.
I like singers. Did my boy already do it? What's my homie? Don't believe it, just watch.
Bruno, he's done it before.
Yeah, it was Bruno. He did it with, he came out with Beyonce.
It was Bruno and Beyonce.
Yeah. Well, then no, because Bruno could do it then. Yeah. Bruno can do it because he's never done one on his own.
On his own, but it's still like already been on that stage. If anything, it's probably going to be a pop kid. So it's probably going to be Olivia Rodrigo.
I'll be one of those niggas.
Somebody like that. Somebody on that caliber. Chappelle Roan is or Chapel Roan. I'm sorry if I mess up your name, babes. She's Chapel Roan.
People on pop, bro. These people that's bigger than K-Dot. These are big people.
That's new artists. But I don't know, big
artists.
Yeah, but Olivia Rodrigo, maybe I hate her name. I hate to say this name, but Billie Eilish.
Maybe.
I think Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish. She's gonna do it in the next 5 years. She'll do it in the next 5 years.
She's been big. She's been big for a long time. Yeah, I think that. But see, with it being more black focused, I think it's gonna be more of a black focused artist. Because Rock Nation is very intimately controlled with that. So it will be an artist that is like an African American. But the thing is that they are running out. They ain't running through a lot of niggas, bro. They did Usher. We got Beyonce. We got K-Dot. We ain't doing Drake. So it's like we running out. Like we ain't got that.
But honey,
Bad Bunny to me. But that's in my opinion. Do Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny will be flames, bro. Bad Bunny will be flames.
Bad Bunny and he bring out Mark Anthony old ass. What? It be the motherfucker.
Bad Bunny got songs with a lot of rappers too. Like he got songs with a lot of rappers. So he got songs with Future. He got songs with Young Thug. Like it'll be different. But anyway.
Matter of fact, that's what it's going to be next year. It's going to be the motherfucking Bad Bunny and the Puerto Rican takeover. Yeah. I am there.
It's got to be Bad
Bunny. We should
do
it more of a Latin thing. Bring some of those Corridos niggas, them niggas that be rapping that trap shit. I don't know if you ever listen to that shit, Wayne, but that shit is crazy fire. They don't got no drums, nothing. It's just the traditional Mexican music, but they be rapping about that trap shit. Puto madre, like they be going off. That shit is fire, dog. You can't really knock your head to it, but they be talking that trap, nigga. They talking about that.
The narco music. The narco
music. Yeah, nigga, them niggas do
break this shit up there.
Chop your head off and hang your ass. Anyway, there's only two more things I want to talk about, so y'all can get back to y'all chillings and wait and get some wings. So Anthony Davis is injured. He got injured the first game.
Again. Y'all don't the first game. Yes. The first game.
Me and Courtney watched the highlights. Yeah. She was like, "Oh, he going."
Nothing happened to him.
I love watching stuff with her because she don't be knowing, but it be funny her reactions as a motherfucker that don't know nothing. She be having me crying. So he was balling out. He was snapping. I'm here. He was like, I'm that nigga. He was going off. And then like third, fourth quarter came. He got injured. And Courtney was like, damn, already? And I was just like, That's Anthony Davis. This is the reason why you don't trade a 32-year-old for a 26-year-old. It's trading Wizards Michael Jordan for Shaquille O'Neal.
Now.
No.
Yeah.
Nah.
If y'all, I swear on everything, y'all. When I say y'all, I mean all the owners of every league, of every sports team. Y'all need to listen to us.
I ain't got no advice on this one. My advice was don't do this.
Shit.
You don't ever do this.
They should have never done that trade in the first place. Yeah.
That is the dumbest.
And it was all because old boy was gaining a little weight.
And he was drinking, and he liked his hookah, and he smoked his little weed, and he liked to gamble. He's a nigga. I know.
He smoked weed?
He got nigga tendencies. I know he's from Croatia, but he outside. I'm sorry. But he outside in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he in Miami. You feel me? Like, he outside here. You know what I mean? Like, Dallas is dope. But we ain't like...
He's safe.
Dallas is Atlanta.
No, that's Houston. That's Houston.
Houston is an Atlanta.
Right. Dallas is more family oriented. They some shit here, but those clubs really open after like 6. And if you do, it's the hood shit. You ain't going to that. But like he do drink, he do eat, he do smoke, but he also led the team to the fucking finals last year.
But he's no Zion. Right.
Oh.
Right. He's not fucking around like Zion.
No.
Right.
And they both injured, but one is 26. You know, you just stay with that potential. I don't care how much he pisses you off. And I know he don't play defense.
Absolutely.
But come on, guys. Like, what the fuck? So, just to let y'all know, the GM of the Dallas Mavericks, he has hired security. And he's now driving around with security detail because people here say they're going to kill him.
Damn. We mean on some healthcare?
They should.
No, they're going to kill him.
For the trade?
Yeah, they said they're going to kill him.
For the trade.
So don't play like that, man. Don't be playing that shit, and don't be trying to say all that just because the United Healthcare dude got popped. Come on, chill out, y'all. For real.
No, they dead serious though. I know that he was the predecessor. If you don't like something now they come smoke you.
Man,
now
come
they
on.
come smoke you.
I had that energy in 25 for real, y'all.
Oh, that's been that energy for a while. Are you crazy? That's this whole year. Look who in office. It's the fuck you energy. Niggas is losing their mind. But what I will say is that even though AD is injured for 4 weeks, and even though it's about to be the playoff push, but I can't see stupidest trade on the planet. But what I will say is this:
it really was, man.
It's the dumbest trade. It was like a spite store. I don't know if y'all like Larry David or like Curvy Enthusiasm, but Curb, he opened up a spite store. He opened up a coffee shop next to another coffee shop, and he made everything better at that coffee shop, so the other coffee shop would close because it was spite. This was a spite trade. They could not get control of Luka. Luka probably told him, like, I'm going to smoke all night, drink all day. That's, to me, the American way, and I'm going to come out here and still drop 40. Guess who else did that? AI. Practice. You talking about practice? AI went out there and was the MVP, and he's 4 feet tall. Sometimes you got to let these motherfuckers just... I know that he don't play no defense. I know he like to smoke hookah. Let the dude do him, please. He'll grow up.
It's obviously it's not impacting his health, so...
All right, next thing. I don't even know if y'all have an opinion on it. I'm pretty sure it's just that was the stupidest trade ever. Last thing I like to talk about, the Jets are going to release Aaron Rodgers. Guess where Aaron Rodgers is at?
Hawaii.
Oh, no, nobody know where he is.
No, he's on a retreat. So he's doing ayahuasca.
Yeah, but I think this time he's overseas doing it. Or whatever he's doing. I think he's in the Himalayan mountains.
Baby, just retire.
That's what I'm saying.
He just need to retire. Yeah. When you said they cut him, I was like, what did they initiate a retirement? Does he have a severance package? Did you get fired? Did you get what do you call that shit? Not terminated.
This is
laid off.
This is bordering. Yeah. This is
Been
bordering
beat up.
on Ricky Williams territory.
Oh my God!
You
It
know?
is straight Ricky Williams
getting
territory.
weird.
Jesus
It's
Christ!
giving
It's a
Ricky
tent.
Williams.
You know what I
smoking,
mean?
Smoking packs in the tent. Did y'all watch that documentary? Getting high on the tent in the mountain.
Yes, yes.
Bitch, if
30,
you don't go
30,
run some
yeah.
motherfucking footballs with your 15 kids, you got 15 fucking kids.
Dog,
Go run the
come on.
ball.
Why
Get high
so
later.
many kids?
Get high later. We didn't go nowhere. It's
Get high
not.
Okay,
later.
so
Off
Aaron
season,
is retired.
bro.
He's
Off
retired.
season.
He ain't
Let's
retiring.
just say that he's retiring.
No, actually, and this is the worst part.
He's been
This-
retired for a while,
This
right?
is so y'all. I don't know if we talked since Myles Garrett requested a trade. If you don't know who Myles Garrett is, he is the former Defensive Player of the Year, and he is the defensive end for who? My Cleveland Browns. He said,
Man,
and he went the whole Radio Row. That's what they call the week of Super Bowl promotions and stuff. He went to everybody he could talk to and be like, "Yeah, I said I went out of that motherfucker. I ain't coming back. I'm trying to win Super Bowls. I'm trying to win Super Bowls. I'm trying to win Super Bowls." So he'll probably be a Chief by the end of the week. Whatever. Fuck it. But now people saying that, oh, this is the way that we can keep Myles Garrett is if we get Aaron Rodgers on the Cleveland Browns.
no! What that got to do with anything? No, it doesn't
So
matter.
you're gonna bring him, his ayahuasca.
It
Wayne.
doesn't
Shut
matter
up.
where Aaron goes.
Shut up.
Why?
Shut up.
I
Shut up.
is that a bad thing for you guys? Is that a bad thing for y'all? Is that
It doesn't
bad?
matter.
He's
No.
58. What we gonna do, man? We ain't gonna win.
He's not 50.
We ain't gonna win, Wayne.
What are you
We
what are
not
you gonna
gonna
do
win.
with Massage Envy, dog?
We gonna
What you gonna
lose,
do with
nigga.
Massage
What
Envy?
you-
I feel
what
you,
you
but
gonna
what are you
do?
going to do then?
I would rather have massage
Right,
envy
so
because
you
I want
you
to lose.
you will win like at least no you don't. Bro, look,
Yes, I do.
you would have at least 3 more games this season under Rodgers.
I know, but we still in the same goddamn
Come
position.
on,
We ain't
man.
going to the goddamn playoffs because we can't go to the playoffs because we need to get a draft pick, Wayne, so we can get a quarterback, Wayne, not this old motherfucker that's out there with his long hair and his interviews every week on the Pat McAfee show,
You know
talking
what?
about
Hold
we
on.
ain't winning.
Hold on. I know where Aaron is going.
He going to the
I know
Raiders,
where-
but go ahead. Go ahead.
No, he's not. I know where the fuck he's going. Oh my God, it just hit me.
Go home.
Because the Eagles won the Super Bowl. They're going to go ahead and cut Jalen Hurts and get Aaron Rodgers. to do
That's the shit they would do.
that dumb shit every year. Every time they win a Super Bowl, they be like, all right, thanks for everything. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they do that.
Fucking Eagles.
They do that, Wayne. They do that constantly. They do that constantly.
Please, somebody time stamp this motherfucking thing that I just said.
I got you.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. We got kids screaming. We got wings to be eaten. Courtney, where my den? Help me out. I'm over here doing this. Help a brother out. All right, y'all. This is the climax, pause or whatever, to to season 2
Right.
of what the fuck happened this week. It's been a great, crazy season. I didn't expect it to end this way. I didn't know what the fuck I expected, but I ain't expect this. I didn't
all.
expect this. This
At
is
all.
the craziest shit ever. And we will hopefully have some more shows this week or this, season, or whatever the fuck I'm trying to say, this year, with Rita covering the UFSL, whatever it's called. What is it called? XFL, USFL,
UFL. I'll be
covering the UFL.
random videos every now and then.
Big homie Wayne covering somebody getting suplexed, and me covering some random shit like boxing.
Shout
and
out to
other
Jay
crazy shit that
Uso.
happened. Yeah, what is he? He won the Royal Rumble. Is he in line to do something like go fight for the championship?
Yeah, he won the Royal Rumble, man. He beat John Cena. It was such a crazy a few seconds, man. It was because this is Cena's. He's retiring, so this is his last everything, last Rumble, last Elimination Chamber, last WrestleMania. So he kind of, he pushed Cena off, and you were just like, oh damn, and then you just looked up, you like, oh shit, Jay won. So it was a great feeling, man, and it's very unexpected. WWE's been on fire recently, man.
They
WWE's
got
been
Triple
great.
H. They got Triple H writing, getting it together. Like big homie Wayne says, he's doing the Lord's work. Yes, he is. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for this season. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. We will be posting up more stuff. Shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles. I hope that the Cleveland Browns draft Shedeur Sanders.
Shout out.
Like seriously.
Oh, yeah.
But we ain't, because we're gonna find somebody else that's fucking stupid like me. They're gonna draft me. You know what I'm saying? The Love is Real comes out this Friday. I fucking hate
Or Aaron.
losers, man. I'm not a loser. I don't understand why I fucking follow losers. But anyway, appreciate y'all. I'm going on a rant. Thank y'all. See y'all next season. Make sure y'all like and subscribe for more videos from the channel. And we out. Peace, y'all.
Bye.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace, y'all.
Love y'all. Thank y'all.